Welcome back to RAYGO Reactions. Holy moly donut shop. Is there something wrong with you? Apparently so. How are we all doing, guys? I hope you're having a great day. On today's episode, we've got a special one. This is a special request. This has been a donation, so thank you very much to Duan Whippet, who has kindly donated for her Enquiry. The song she suggested was Stardust by Concrete Cages featuring Patty Gurdy. Now, I will be honest with you, I've never heard of these guys before. But do you know what? I like that because the whole point of this channel is to broaden my musical horizon. I'm a musician myself. I'm in a band called RAYGO Bloom. I write music. I record it. I'll show you a little clip of some of my music now. Video pinned in the comments below. But yeah, what I'm getting at is I want to basically broaden my horizon of music. That way I can transfer what I am listening to into my own music and try and develop, you know, in general as a musician. So without further ado, let's get into this. What is that? That's a cool instrument.
In the diary of a world that was chaos and void before we came about. Predators roamed in the wild. We were fragile like a child before we tamed the land. Many have died on the tries. Many have looked into danger's eyes, wanting to survive. Others have cried in defeat, but it's impossible to beat the will to stay alive and keep the fire lit. Like a bird, we grew wings to fly. Building dams, we have turned the tide. Stopped abiding by nature's ties. Now we rise beyond the skies. Will we bring our own demise?
Sick. That's cool.
In concrete cages.
Bro, first of all, guys, what instrument is that girl playing where she's spinning it, but she's spinning something, but playing with her left hand underneath as well? And it sounds like somebody, I think, mentioned it on my recent Nightwish reaction that I did. I think one of their members was playing something like this as well. But forgive me, I forgot what it's called, this instrument. Leave it in the comments what that's called. That is something that I would probably try and find on Facebook Marketplace and just buy, because that's the kind of guy I am. I love stuff like that. Cool, unique, and fun. Just fun to try and learn stuff like that. Right now, first instinct, my initial reaction is, I know why Duan has asked me to react to this, because I can only imagine Duan has came from a Nightwish reaction, and these guys seem very similar to Nightwish. It sounds like they're obviously, they look younger, but they sound like they're inspired, and what they've set out to do is maybe not be the next Nightwish, but do that symphonic metal kind of sound. I think that's what it's called, symphonic metal, because it sounds very similar. If these were to open up for Nightwish, it would work hand in hand very well. And for all I know, they have. In fact, I probably bet they have. And maybe that's where Duan, is that where you've heard these guys from opening up for Nightwish? I would put my bottom dollar on that being a potential thing. The bass player as well, I've got my eye on him because he's doing some Gucci stuff right now. Come on, let's get back into this. That's a good riff. Go on, lad. Oh, the bass. Hold up a second, guys. I'm not being funny. Do not think that this drummer is escaping my ears. Listen to the kick drum that he does there. The kick drum, for those of you who don't know, a kick drum is obviously the main that you hear, but you can have double kick drum, so you can have it, instead of it just having one arm to hit it, you can have two, so it gives it that extra quickness. Listen to the little run he does on the drums. One good thing I'm picking up on here is the production. I don't know who produced this song, but he had a hell of a job on his hands. To try and make everything sound so clear is a very difficult thing to do. You got to EQ it, and EQing is basically morphing and making a specific sound, shaping it into a... You got to shape all these sounds so they're not interacting with... So they are interacting with each other, but they're not interrupting each other. Do you know what I mean? So that's why you get good producers and bad producers who are... His song sounds muddy. This song is crystal clear, so they've done a good job on producing it. But listen to the kick drum here. Contagious. Yeah, we came just looking on a face left. Mate, I want that instrument. Oh my days, I knew it. Did I or did I not say a couple minutes ago, this bass player, I've got my eye on him, something's gonna happen. Let me take a deep breath. Go on, lad. Let it out. Keyboard player is a gangster. Is that Michael Bublé?
We all belong in concrete cages. There's a fire raging.
Sick. Okay, Duan Whippets. I hope I pronounced your name right. Let me tell you what I can only assume has happened here. Stardust. Nightwish. Stardust. Similar. You know what I mean? 2 syllables. Spacey. Oh, it's SCARDUST. Forgive me, I've only just clocked. SCARDUST. That's pretty cool, actually. Right. If I didn't know any better, I would say that SCARDUST is a university of fully qualified, brilliant musicians. Like, they've gone to music college to do this. It's almost like a project. Like, everyone seems like a 100% grade A genius on their instruments. Do you know what I mean? And you don't find that in bands. That isn't what bands are. You might think they are if you're not a musician, but you can get members who don't really know how to play their instrument that well. There's multiple bands. They love music. It doesn't mean they can play their instrument amazing and great. Nicky Six, Motley Crue. He's not the best bass player. In fact, he kind of blows, if I'm honest. And he will admit that. He's still sick. But as an actual instrument player, he's not that great. Who's the guy out of Kiss? The main guy, Gene Simmons. He's not that good on bass. Again. And I'm not coming at the bass players, but there's guitar players, you know what I mean, who ain't great. But they love music. And what I'm getting at is, SCARDUST, it seems like all of them are pure. They are geniuses on their instruments. They can play on their own. The keyboard player was excellent. The lead guitarist, excellent. I'm pretty sure he went to my school. The bass player, who is that guy? Who's that guy? Because his tone was immaculate. That was cool stuff right there. And the choir, I feel like they're all singers from a choir. It didn't feel like they're random people. It felt like they are someone. Do you know what I mean? It felt like they were all someone. Do you know what? It's not my kind of music. I wouldn't listen to that kind of music. But like I've said at the beginning of this video, I take things away from it. I like watching stuff like this because I'm interested. That instrument, I never knew what it was. I want to get one. It's cool the way it works. You've got to wind it for it to... That is sick, mate. I want one. And she was really good at that. But again, I will take things away from this, so don't think I don't want to watch these videos. Keep sending them me. Do you know what I mean? Duan, thank you for the suggestion because I've learned things from this. One other thing I like to learn from this is, and this is going to sound crazy to you guys, but if you produce music like me, I make my own songs. I have to try and produce them myself because it's too expensive out here in this world. I listen. These headphones, they might not look it because I don't know what's going on there. It's peeling, but they're like the £300 headphones because you produce with them and you can hear things. The clarity on them is a lot better than average headphones. But I pick up on how the music's being produced, where he's panning each instrument. So panning's like left ear, right ear. I know he's got the choir kind of going on near the back of me head. And I like to try and put my songs in those situations. Oh, that's weird. I wouldn't usually think to do that. You know what I mean? So hearing stuff like this, I love. Because like I say, even though I might not listen to it on your average day walking down the street, I like to learn. And there's nothing better than learning. Every single day you want to try and learn something. If you guys like this video, like it, share it, hit that subscribe button because I've got plenty more coming your way. Because this is fun. Thanks, Duan, once again. Hope you all have a great day. Peace out!